Our speakers this afternoon are possibly best introduced as the Morey brothers. If I say that they have spent a considerable number of years in one form of institution or the other, I'm sure you'll get the message. They tell me this afternoon that James spent 23 and a half years in an institution, Edward spent 12 years, Frank spent 14 years, Bill spent another 23 and a half years, and Alec wound up with 21 years in institutions that range from approved schools via Dartmoor to the top security prisons in the land. While in prison, they thought about painting and writing, and when they came out, they made the transition. They've now opened an art gallery entitled The New World Art Gallery, and they've taken as their theme this afternoon from inside to outside.
Objection overruled.
All in all, the Morey family, 5 of whom we have in front of you now, have accrued over 300 years of prison sentences.
300 years? Fascinating.
I remember when I was in Reading, like...
Oh, you was in Reading, no?
Oh, yeah, when I escaped from Portland, like, you know.
Oh, yeah, when was you there?
Oh, about 68. 68.
I was there 56, 57,
yeah,
yeah.
right, 10 years. Oh, they still know about you, though. Oh, yeah. You was a terror there, weren't you, Bill? Yeah. But when I went there anyway, they knew about you, Patsy, Davey, Jim. They knew about the whole family. So when I went in there, like a reception job.
Yeah, I never got a reception job.
No, but I had to do about 56...
I got all the back in, I got all the...
56 days bread and water first.
No. Oh, did you?
Straight
that's
down.
all right.
Oh, yeah.
That's all right. You still got a good number, though.
Oh, you know, you get a good number.
I've got a good number as well.
You know, the more
I
smash ups you had...
I had the best number, yeah.
Yeah, the more...
You know what?
The governor shook hands with me.
Yeah.
The governor went in.
funny.
Hello, Bill, you went.
Yeah,
Bill,
well,
Bill,
yeah,
Bill.
I went
He
in
said,
the
you're the
boat.
nuts, mate. I was the nuts, like, I knocked him fucking spark out, mate. It's as simple as that.
Bill, what about all that Vinny done in Munster? He's done the whole lot in Munster. Unbelievable.
What did I do? What was that, Jim?
Remember you done all the dinner? In Ealing in Munster.
Over a spoonful of peas.
Yeah.
That was Johnny Dark, wasn't it? Johnny Dark, was it doing 18 he was? He gave me his peas, I said, he's doing 18 and he gave me his peas. I said, yes, I'll have your peas. And the guy went, you can. Yeah, fucking can, you can. Yeah, the spoon was only that fucking size. They were, I said, hey, give me... And the Scrooge went, hey, give me my peas, man. Give me my peas. I went, bosh, cat out. Got fucking hiding for that one. But the Scrooge brought me a big mess of dinner, like, egg and chips afterwards, mate. I knew that was a fucking liberty. It was only get five peas on a spoon.
Bill, remember that
And
time?
the Tom was trying to nick him off me. Like he was going, you can't have him. I was a cunt.
What's that Scrooge name?
But just hold on a minute. You did very, very nasty things to people.
Right.
And you were sent down
saying
quite
this is what
rightly.
it was. I'm not saying there shouldn't be.
But isn't there a role for prisons as a punishment?
Right, there should be, yeah.
And presumably the
Of course,
victims of your bad deeds.
No, I disagree with that
What
entirely.
about when I was 9 years of age? When I was put away for 9 years for being beyond control, not going to school. That was all I was put away for. And I was put away in improved schools where there was boys much older than me. So straight away I learned what they were in for. So I've been right through the trade. I can do anything. I can blow safes, I can do anything.
Can I break in just a moment,
Yeah.
please? I don't think anybody ever should go to prison.
I don't agree with that.
Well, I'm sorry, you know, I'm sorry. There was more understanding in the world. This is what the whole world's coming up to.
Just
you know, you
one
can't,
second.
you know, you can't reach out.
Right, can we have yours?
Instead of shutting the door.
1 second. Can I have your comment there?
The question was this about whether prison is a punishment or not. I myself have never stolen anything in my life. Right? I've never been to court.
This is quite true. My brother Edward has never stolen
I've
anything in
been
his
in
life.
prison 9 times.
For what?
I've been in prison 9 times for beating up policemen.
Who's that?
At the same time, I was taken to court and I was charged from assault up to grievous bodily harm. But I was put in prison 9 times.
But don't you think that was fair enough?
And of course we must have prisons, but prisons that can produce. It's no good sentencing a man to prison for 12 years if he's going to rot away in his cell.
Right, come on.
You can't help yourself from committing acts against society. Now, red tie, Bill.
Bill?
No, here, hold up.
Wait down, just hold on to me, ask his question, then we can come back.
Question, Bill. You're a crook, I'm not.
So you say.
Reason to me why I shouldn't want you locked away. Why I should forgive you.
Right, now you've got to reply. No, he's not. Just hold on.
Well, he's only asked me the first part of the question, really.
Could I stop?
What did you say but in the beginning? Oh, yeah, that I am a crook and you say, like, yeah, that's right. Right, yeah, but that's it, mate.
Right, okay, yeah.
I'll tell you something, this is not just reflecting on. You're talking about good and bad, right? Well, what are they doing out there? Yeah, they're killing everybody right, left and centre. The good guys. So, like, when you look round and you look at people, have a look at the worldwide. You know, there ain't no good and bad.
What would your reaction be if someone broke into your warehouse, cut, steal all your paintings?
Right, can I take that one by one? If somebody stole your paintings from your archive.
Well,
Just a sec, yep.
I certainly wouldn't press charges.
You wouldn't press charges. What would you do?
I'd be upset.
I'd paint them again.
You'd paint them again.
Couldn't even give it a thought.
Right.
I've had them nicked and I've caught a couple of people nicking them, and good luck to them. If they want to nick my paintings, good luck to them.
But I can't expect otherwise it's more respect.
Yeah, so what you doing that top in grey, are you, Jim? Yeah. You was going to leave it, weren't you? What was that then?
20 years ago,
The idea that a convict could have any creative ability was considered laughable. That my 4 brothers might become painters would have been rejected as pure fantasy by both the authorities and criminals alike. Anyone who was inside was there simply because he had been bored and bad. But Parkhurst, my brother Billy, met Joe Lambert, an artist taught Robert. Joe soon had him fascinated about art and artists. Perhaps to cope with the endless empty hours locked in a cell, he asked Joe to teach him to draw. At that time, to allow common punishment to have pencil and paper was unthinkable. Fortunately, a lenient screw, prison officer, would now and again slip my brother a few sheets of an exercise book. And with smuggling lipsticks and shoe polish, Billy started his first attempts at sketching.
The first painting I ever done down Parkhurst prison was of we stole a teapot, a silver tin teapot, at a metal shop. Out of the Screws Miss we got the teapot, and I got Joey Lambert to cut it in half for me, you know, with a spout out the front, a lovely little spout.
That's right, yeah.
And I've done 2 sketches of, 2 lesbians, you know, using the spout and half of the teapot off the board, you know, as a, so symbolic, you know, the penis and that. And me and Terry Madden cut our pubic hairs off for it as well.
Did you?
Yeah, to stick around the top of the teapot. You know, 1 ginger and 1 black, see.
Oh.
Yeah, and they rushed me away then to the Scrubs for medical treatment.
To begin with, everyone, and that includes the family, thought he'd gone mad, but his determination to succeed, as expressed in his letters, gradually became infectious.
No one can tell.
In Wandsworth, Jimmy caught the bug, then Alex, and eventually Frank. But in a lot of ways, this was to become the beginning of their problems. To the world at large, they were criminals. We were all criminals, all 10 of us. And I suppose in the eyes of a lot of people, we will always be criminals. Then add to that fact that our mother was born in prison, I reckon the odds were definitely stacked against us.
I was born in Sundayswell prison in the year of our Lord, 1909. My mother got 3 months and my father got 6 months. And she screamed the place down, tried to get out for half an hour to have me born, and they wouldn't let her. And my father, he went to England. He worked in the ammunition factory, and he lost a big toe, and my mother reared me until my father died. Then I come over here in the 30s, and I got married, and I'm here ever since.
Our parents came over to England before the Second World War. We moved to Paddington, the Irish ghetto. It was nothing more than a slum, really. By the end of the war, the whole place was like a shantytown of cheap, crumbling tenements. Seen through the eyes of us, small boys, it was a mishmash of grimy, dilapidated streets. Our playgrounds were bomb craters, the Grand Union Canal, and the nearby railway tracks. We all lived together in one large basement room, 10 of us. That sodden basement, with just a 1 window below pavement level, was home to us. As a result of growing up in this kind of environment, we were quick to develop a keen sense of survival, a strong need to be better off than our parents. With the bordering district of Maida Vale at hand, we were made aware at a very early age of the differences between those who have and those who have not. So we stole. Food at first, not for gain, but because we were hungry. Under these circumstances, a spell and bustle was the guaranteed and certain outcome. In there, instead of being reformed, we began our proper thieves' apprenticeship, learning all the tricks of the trade from older inmates. We shared these later with each other. As our eldest brother turned to full-scale robbery, the young ones automatically followed suit. Before long, the break-ins, burglaries and bank raids proved very lucrative, but of course the convictions against us mounted. Now it's 35 years on, and the total amount of time we've spent behind bars is today just a matter of record. What is not on record, however, is the struggle we had in escaping the foregone conclusion that we would become institutionalized old men.
Nice colour yellow, isn't it? How's it going to go with the rainbow, do you think? Hope.
In 1976, Jimmy was released from Albany prison. He had already considered the possibility of starting a workshop or even opening a gallery. Now he decided to put his ideas into practice. And as soon as Billy, Alex and Frank were all out of jail, they got together and formed a dilapidated scrap metal yard in Camberwell. After a lot of hard work, it began to take shape. And on the 9th of April, 1981, the New World Art Gallery Cooperative was opened. Of course, the problems did not disappear. For men who had spent so many years inside, it was almost impossible for them to understand the financial ins and outs of a working cooperative, let alone the running of a gallery.
Well, fellas, this is the 4th board meeting we've had in the last 5 months. How are things going? What do you say, Alex? Alex, at the moment, how's business going?
Well, John, as you know, we've still got a tremendous problem with our cash flow.
Right.
We've got some money in the bank, but we just can't, not being businessmen, we're painters. We can only sort of paint. That's our best forte, like, you know.
Yeah.
Well, we just got a rates bill for £1,400.
Yeah, but the rates bill goes to Joe Collier because that's included in the.
Oh, does it?
Yeah. Of course it does.
Yeah.
It's in the lease.
Yeah, right.
It included rates.
Oh, okay.
So you send it straight to Joe Collier.
Oh, okay then.
Yeah.
That's nice. Okay. Right.
But Frank, please let us know, what money have you taken in April?
Well, we've taken £760 from a chap called, I've got his address on me somewhere.
Okay, but
Mr. Bill Redding. I think you know him.
Oh, of course I know Bill, yes. And I'm very glad he's bought it, but have you got it in the books?
No, we haven't. No.
Why not?
You did this in about, what, 4 years ago?
About 4 years in.
Yeah. Oranges in... You just call it oranges, don't you?
Brixton Market.
Oh, you do call it oranges in... You're
Brixton
Brixton
Market,
Yeah, yeah. I said I'd take oranges. What do you call that? Dark hue, probably?
Yeah, dark hue.
And that's 150. Good. I'll take that one, too. I think I'll keep these here. I've got a nice place to hang them. Yeah. Always find some nice things... Have you got some more hidden around?
Well, there's
about 1,000 upstairs?
Lots upstairs, bro.
Has he paid you?
Yeah, we've put the cheque in the
Well,
bank.
then it must go in the book.
You must put it in the book
Must be in the book.
immediately.
Yeah.
And that's a major source of income this month, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Great. Well, I bought a few off you today, didn't I?
Oh, yeah.
I'm glad to. I'm glad to. Let's just check them off now. Okay, good. 760 quid over you.
There's another problem, Frank. I paid the rent this morning and Joe Collier told me that a couple of checks have bounced.
Bounced, yeah.
And I can't see how, but we'll have to do something to do.
Well, bounced again today?
Yeah.
But you've got all that money in your current account.
I know, but it seems like the bank is sort of taking everything back.
How can they? I mean, you've got £4,000 in your current account.
No, I think what's happened, you see, is not being sort of business-headed as, as you know, we've put the money into the deposit account.
Brothers, this is precisely the problem. I mean,
so now checks that we sign out,
yeah.
And that's the problem. Right?
Yeah, well, you'll have to
we
go
come across
along.
these problems every
What is
day.
desperately needed is a part-time accountant, and we've just got to get one to come in for 30
This
hours.
is my argument, John. As Frank shouldn't
You're
be
not
doing it
businessmen,
anyway.
we know that, but on the other hand, we'll tackle the problems as they come up, and you're quite right. I mean, this is a real problem. You've got mixed up in your accounts. You're not insolvent at all, but you've got money in the wrong place.
We're fighting every morning about it, John.
Oh, really? Well, you're fighting amongst yourselves? Well, you're not very clear on it, let's face that.
I want a winning side, mate.
That's right.
15 fucking years we've worked at it.
Blaming Frank for that.
Fucking get on with it.
But don't let Frank take
Tell
any
John
blame.
Marsh that you don't want to be a businessman. Tell him fucking do the books if he wants to.
Who's
But
dealing
be
with
honest
this
with
anyway?
it.
Who's dealing with it?
That's all he asks, you know.
Frank, who's dealing with him? Who's dealing with it now? The books? You're dealing with it and you don't want it?
And it's got me...
Who the fucking hell's going to do
How
it?
many fights have we had? How many
You
fights
can't
have
have
we had?
this, you can't have it, mate. I'm telling you,
Frank.
give up, go here. I don't want them, sling them on the table.
Yeah, Bill. How many fights have we had, Frank? Frank, how many fights?
He's having sleepless nights,
Jimmy.
Jimmy.
Look, shut up, Bill.
Yeah, I'm not having sleepless
Well,
nights.
whatever, like.
Frank, how many fights we had? How many fights we had over this?
A few, haven't we?
Few, that's all, is it?
Yeah, but they're all your fights, Jim.
Yeah, all my fights.
Yeah, they're all your
We're
fights.
still here, though, Frank, aren't we? Yeah, we've got an argument, mate. And we're still here.
No one's fucking come round and
won't do it your way.
do the
I ain't going to do it your way.
No one's come round and
Yeah,
helped me
I
to do
won't,
the
and
books.
I've told you, Frank. How many times have I told you?
Because you all want to...
How many receipts? How many receipts out there signed by me, Frank?
Alec,
go and have a look,
you
mate.
go and sign them.
You go and have a look. I don't fucking sign them.
You fellas have got to go on and paint and create, but this business thing we're all involved in, which you know nothing about, and I mean, Charles and I are doing our best to help honourably, as you know, but this business thing is killing you, and we've got to find a way through, and I'll get in touch with you and the others in the cooperative and see in future that you don't get suppressed your natural talents, which can earn the money. The money's all round.
Yeah.
The money's up here. I mean, you haven't painted for 9 months because of these financial worries, which I regard to be one of the biggest tragedies of this cooperative.
John, can you explain, please, you're talking to Alec, Frank and Jim about business. You know, I can't include myself in that because I think I am a businessman.
You are a businessman, but...
I'm a businessman, but I don't want to be a businessman. But if I could afford to be a businessman, then I certainly would.
Yeah, but that doesn't help us at this minute. The real problem is, how the hell are we going to sell enough paintings? All your wealth is on the walls, you've got it in your minds, much more than I have, frankly. Now, what about marketing? What do you feel about it?
So I'm not going to do commercial paint. Simple as that.
You mean you're not going to paint...
Commercially?
Commercially, I mean, people...
You could paint commercial if you wanted to.
Oh, certainly, yeah, but I'm not going to paint commercially.
What are you going to do, starve instead?
Well, I'd rather paint instead.
Painting, I mean, you won't paint for posters for Guinness or something?
No, I'm going to paint for... the way I want to paint,
sure,
to express myself.
Yeah, but if the public don't want them, then
well,
what?
that's life.
There's another one of your striped ones.
These are sort of heads and things that I get from bus stop queues and but
yeah.
all I do is I develop these sort of fish heads like. I can't go and sort of lower my
many a
principles
painter, as
enough.
far as I know, has lived in a garret and starved there and so on.
I'm one of them, see.
I think you may be, but what about you feel about it, Mark?
We've already proved a point. On 6 days exhibitions over the last couple of years, we usually average £800 to £1,000 a week.
I beg your pardon, that's not my knowledge.
No, it's not a week, it's on exhibition.
That's on exhibitions.
On week.
Then that's a 1-day exhibition, 2-day exhibition, etc. We was averaging, providing a little bit of...
Right, we've got to have this one. It's a beaut.
It's one of Frank's, that is. Yeah.
And quite possibly we want something similar to go with that, which would be...
What you're talking about?
Well, have you got a picture that would actually fit in with that one? Because
well, look, you're talking about style now, are you?
Yes, style.
Well, there's one over here. There's me brother here. That's in the same style.
Now that is
that's
terrific.
Frank's. That's his original work. Like.
Yep. There's a lovely. Because that's a nice one
That's
too.
Beautiful.
Definitely have that. Kids will really love it. These little figures.
Right.
So we've got that one. Now, what about this one? Was
We
this
then
done
go
for
from
life?
there to Horton Hospital.
But this is done for charity.
This is a charity.
Yeah, but you're going to
doing
be selling paintings.
Yes. No, but we're doing it solely for charity.
You mean the proceeds are going to charity also?
No, most of the proceeds.
Oh, that's tremendous. I know you've given proceeds to save the children and all kinds of things.
UNICEF.
And UNICEF and so on. But no, that's fine. But you've got to recover some costs. You know that. You can't just give it away. We're not in a position to give it away.
You know, we're going to go down Camden Passage or Bayswater Road, where we've tried for the last number of years to go down there and exhibit there. We wasn't allowed in.
An 18-month waiting list.
Anyway, I don't care about the 18 months, and we tried for years.
Well, as you know, I've got another board meeting, unfortunately, at Richmond in an hour's time, and I've got to go, and Charles has got to go, but thanks very much for this morning's meeting. Charles and I will be along tomorrow morning at 11:30, our weekly operational meeting, okay?
Because I think your enormous advantage of working as a close-knit family is that you could do something that no other painters in England, possibly in Europe, could do now. And that is work on the medieval workshop principle, because you already collaborate in pictures. And if you could acquire the skills, some of which you already have in framing, you could end up by being able to answer a commission for any number of pictures with the finished product. You wouldn't have somebody coming and saying, I want a picture, who then buys the picture from you, takes it away, has to go to a framer, Some did put hooks and eyes in it, some did hang it on the wall. You could do the whole thing. You take it from scratch. From the very first brush strokes you put on the canvas to actually putting it on somebody's wall. It's all your problem, and you can do it.
And this is what I'm saying, we could work better, like, together as a gang. Like, I mean, if we work like that in the gallery as a gang, like, you know what I mean, we'd get on a lot better. I'm sure we would.
Yeah, we wouldn't. You say that couldn't...
I mean, supposing...
knowing you was getting the money or whatever to survive, whatever, you know. You say you couldn't work as a... You couldn't get together on the same level again.
As a factory. No, not as a factory.
No, look, suppose that someone like Alec's work, right, and say, look, I've got a great big hotel. I've got a great big hotel, I want 500 paintings. Right, let's have it big.
Yeah, all right, big, well, I'm just giving a normal size.
And who the fuck is going to do them stretches and everything else? That's what I'm talking about.
Well, you have to employ...
Working together.
You've got to employ, I've been telling you.
We haven't got the money to employ you.
With nothing, I fucking do it for nothing. Yeah, I'm standing here, I'm here every day, Jim.
Yeah, but you're not doing it. You can't
fucking right, I'm not doing it. I'm driving round this and doing that and fucking doing this. Yeah, please.
Yeah, driving round who?
No, I don't want this one.
Oh, that's fucking mess.
Exactly. Because I don't want to be a fucking framer like you just said, because I'm doing everything fucking else.
Then what is going to...
And I want to be a painter.
Right.
You know, I want to be this, I want to be what I want to be, but I can't be what I want to be because everybody wants me to be what they want me to be.
That's what I want to frame my own pictures.
God, them Screws wanted me to be what they wanted me to be. My wife, Jesus Christ.
The trouble is, you see, Bill don't want to do any framing. I don't want to do none. None of us really wants to do it. But someone has to get on with it. We have to sort of allocate it to each other, so we all put our little bit in. We all started out as a pastime, out of boredom, and then we actually went just straight into painting. I've been out now. I've got more contact with human beings. In prison, you can only get the rudiments, really, because of materials, models, etc. I was a criminal. I'd just been served with a 12-year sentence. And there I was, down in Pargas, in a little 6x4 concrete cell, and I knew that I was going to spend 6, 8, 10, 12 years of my life according to my behaviour. And I was a sort of bad boy. So I thought to myself, my brothers are painting, and they say you get lost, totally involved in it for days, weeks. So I thought, well, I've got a big sentence, I'll do painting, drawing, see how it takes me. There is a definite change in myself. I don't know about my brothers, but every morning I get up, I seem to have this enormous high where I seem to be full of life, you know, whereas before I never had any goal, you know. I'm not talking about material goal or anything like that, but it's like breakfast. You get up and eat it with your eyes sort of thing. That's how I feel. Like when I first started, I had a stick. I had a stick like that, and I had to put a bit of paint on. Yeah. See, and I just couldn't comprehend, right, you know, why. Yeah. You know, I mean, like, I didn't know that there was such a thing as expression. Yeah. You know, I thought that it was all, like, money. You know, you put that bit of paint on there and you go out and sell it for 25 quid. That's the way I thought they saw it. Yeah. Saying that I'm a crook to everybody and actually producing paintings, I get a very strange feeling. What I feel about art, what it's doing for me, made me more alive. Seeing things I never saw before. A little bit of concentrated art goes into double the amount of time, years, I spent in prison. Feelings that I have deep inside, such as complete ecstasy when you know you've done that brushstroke. The difference is what makes it a pleasure. What, when I was in prison?
Yeah, in regards of...
Well, I'll tell you.
I mean, it must have been a real shame for you because, one, you got a 12-year sentence, right? Yeah. I mean, that is enough on your plate as it is.
Oh, yeah.
To have a 12-year sentence.
Sure.
Then all of a sudden, you got this thing coming on you from out of the blue, this art.
Yeah.
It's pushed down you.
Yeah.
From your brothers.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, just doing a 12-year sentence is enough.
Yeah.
Let alone trying to
incorporate art
and everything
or
else.
science or whatever. Yeah.
You know.
But I know what you mean. Like, I thought, you know, I must finish the 12 stretch rather than. And that's what I did. Like, you know, I mean, I went right into it.
No, and the reason I've done big toes, in some of my drawings was simply because we go through life, you know, not realising, you know, the importance of our toes. We actually go through, you know, nearly over 3/4 of our life. Don't give a shit.
Yeah.
It's everywhere, look.
Yeah.
And that's the reason I wanted to do big toes. I have a look, like, you know,
But they're
you're going to be
also
aware.
beautiful, aren't they?
Oh, they're beautiful as well, for sure, yeah. I wasn't just talking to make them ugly. I was saying, look, have a big look, you know.
Yeah, but you could
And instead of like, I'll tell you what, you fucking look if somebody hit over the, you know, the toe with a hammer.
Yeah.
You'd soon look then.
Yeah. Do you know what, Al? Do you know when I got out the chance, I started painting. And I didn't know anything about the profound side of it. You know, but I was sort of getting through these smattering of books, and I was reading these different things, what the critics had said, and the different what they were going into their art. I didn't fully understand it. And I used to stand in front of the mirror and try and paint myself. But I used to stare at myself so long, right, that my whole face used to change and break up. Do you know what I mean? Sort of, where I was the sort of heavy,
comes loose, doesn't it?
stare, like, you know, and it used to break up. And I used to do, and then I used to do my paintings, and my paintings used to go the same way, sort of. Yeah. It used to break up after you, sort of, you know.
I went on to Brixton, or in mind, for GBH. My leg was in plaster at the time, but Alec sent over pencils, because he'd been drawing for about 4 or 5 months. I got moved into Alec's cell, drawing for about 3 months, and then we got separated. That was the start of it. Well, it's opened up avenue in my life. In regards to it starting to make me think. Art's it is a final escape from prison. Discovering the sort of the logics and the profundities in art helped me with other sort of ways in life, like, you know, sort of parallels with it. Well, it's something to feed on. For example, you can be in a sort of very depressive mood and not feel like painting at all. It's just automatic, you know, your subconscious sort of takes over. And this is where you get these paintings come out, you know, they're sort of hooks. You know, they're the masterpiece. Like, you might pull one out every, say, 15 or 2 years, say, like, you know. They're the things that drive you on and say, oh, I want to do some more of that. And that's what I think, sort of painting to me. I want to sort of chase that thing that's inside me, that expresses myself, like, you know. I might have something to say in, say, 10 years' time, or 5 years' time, you know, because the way I look at art now, I'm sort of right junior in the game, like, you know. When I look at a painting now, my eyes actually scan the whole painting, like, you know, looking at its texture and its paintwork, you know, and the sort of, if the metaphors that are sort of, that are left mainly in Alec's work, like, you know, I love sort of reading the metaphors that are in other people's paintings as well. And sometimes I feel that to paint outside, you've got to actually build another prison. I don't think you're ever out of a prison, really.
You know, can you tell me, if you draw a circle, is there a weight on the bottom?
Yeah, you're talking about weights now, not pictures.
No, I'm talking about weight, as you paint it.
Bill, it's all balls.
What?
It's all balls, mate. You don't know what you're talking about.
I was only asking
fucking
that
weights,
question.
all
Oh,
that
sorry.
in circles.
Yeah. So there's no weight in the picture?
He's gone on the
There's no weight in the picture.
about?
There's no weight in the picture. You can't look at the picture and go, oh, fuck me, the weight in there.
Yeah,
Volumes of weight.
Yeah, form.
All right, form, are you changing it?
No, yeah.
Well, people use weight.
Yeah.
You want to use form.
Yeah.
Well, I want to use weight.
Yeah, so...
No, I'm asking a question, what is a circle? Is there weight?
Yeah.
I'm not asking you to say,
depends on what
fucking
reason.
bollocks. I'm asking a question, give me an is there weight at the
Yeah,
bottom?
weight on what,
circle?
Bill?
Of a circle.
Yeah, and where is this fucking circle?
We'll draw a circle.
Yeah, we'll draw a circle. There's weight on it. You only get weight as fucking paper, don't you?
No fucking weight there, there, and there.
Yeah.
In shadow alone.
Yeah,
in shade alone, Jim.
Yeah,
If your circles, what you're
told you.
painting, circles, are
That's
you
what
telling
I've
me there's
just
no
told
weight in what
you.
you're looking at? let alone is there weight in what you're looking at?
Bill, if you want to paint a fat person...
No, I'm talking about a fat person, I'm talking about a circle, Jim.
Let's make it someone...
No, I'm talking about... I'm asking the question was... No, Jim, there's no other... I'm asking a question. Circle. Yeah. No other question. I'm not interested in weight.
What you're on about shadow is, right, it don't show weight.
It don't show weight?
No. Show size and everything else, but don't show...
Bill, that's a circle, right? Look, if I go like that,
if you put
that becomes an apple,
and
that's heavy. That's a fucking heavy apple. Isn't it?
I think Bill was very clever. He's got a good brain, and he really comes up with some blinding ideas. And thinking back about him saying what's the weight on a circle, he could have something there, you know. We all say in the family that Bill's a bit nutty, but I mean, is he nutty or what? I mean, I don't know, he's got me thinking about it.
You know, there's a sheep laying on the left-hand side there.
I was an escapist, and for example, when I was down the Dartmoor, I mean, for 12 months, I must have cut at least half a dozen barrows. I mean, my sister brought dozens of hacksaw blades that I sneaked in on visits, like just to cut barrows. But it took us a whole year to escape.
This poem was specially written after my brother Jim escaped from Dartmoor prison. Grey-clad figure with shapeless face, threading long corridors in measured pace, subtle sounds and spying eye, clanging doors, muffled cry. Cheerless cells, rough painted walls, tortured souls, plaintive calls, endless hours and hard long years, inside high wall, unashamed tears. Exhausted mass, loose mouth agape, willpower spent, forgets escape. A pouncing of blue, harsh rattle of chain, nothing left now, only hollow pain. Grey fingers now exposed this hell, robot-like movements at the cry of a bell. No joyous voices raised in song. Nothing ever changes for the men who went wrong.
Hello. Hi, good morning, then. All right. We're doing the hotel that we...
When I come out this time, I knew that I was going to get right into my art and try to go straight. And the biggest problem was the responsibilities of my home life. When my young son Jason come along, it really got difficult. When you're in prison, like, you don't have no responsibilities. Everything's taken care of. And the only time you think about it is the day you come out. But now that I've found art, I've also found responsibilities.
Find another son.
I was doing 5.5 years. I sort of took up little hobbies, like, it all started off with a little matchstick man. Then I was moved into the blackish shop, blacksmith shop. I started doing little nut and bolt men. So even then, there must have been something there, like, to sort of make me do these things. But 18 years later, I took up art. I was stuck in a cell, so I had to find something to do. And that's where Bill wrote to me from Dartmoor and got me interested in drawing. And it was only after something like 18 months of working art that it came together. But it was only then I saw shapes different, like, you know what I mean? Like, I really saw everything. Shadows came into it, colour came into it. shape, you know, and well, it's just showed that you were missing out in life by not seeing all these little things that made pictures, if you know what I mean. I don't regard my painting or any of my art as a style or anything else. I do purely what I like. I'd class it as some sort of primitive because being self-taught, it's like a caveman picking up his first lump of chalk, I expect, and seeing that it draws and you just make them up. It's as easy as that. Yes, I woke up in the middle of the night, was seeing a picture, sketched it, and got up the next morning and painted it. And other artists, I love their pictures. And when I first learned to draw, I couldn't get any art, so I had to learn by photographs that had been sent in to me of my own family. I'm very sincere about my art. I could have really had easy pickings when I come out of prison, but I settled for hard work and I've loved every minute of it. By the time I finish painting in my life, I'm going to be famous. Already I feel that my paintings have bollocks. By that I mean they're strong, and to sort of achieve all this in my life, like I'm going to work my fucking balls off.
The interesting thing about this family is the fact that they are painting, not perhaps so much about whether the painting is a masterpiece or not. What we've got here is a very interesting example of a reminder, really, that underneath all the record prices and all the masterpieces in world galleries is something we don't quite understand, which is a desire to create something. And I think what interests me particularly about this family is that they have a background of being criminals, and it ties up with something that Freud said very, very perceptively about the nature of creativity, which is that very often people who have a strong neuroses, one kind or another, they're misfits in society, they don't operate well, they haven't related to the society they live in, can actually to create a work of art is often the only way in which a person can sublimate his neuroses and work them out and present them to society in an ordered form. And therefore, it is almost a form of exorcism. And I think that's probably something we may be dealing with here. And the interesting thing is to me that, I mean, here's a family who, as it were, collectively were antisocial in the sense that they were criminals of one kind or another, and are now collectively creating something. And they've kept the collectivity, they've kept the group activity, but it's now become, instead of destructive, it's become creative.
The prison, say, they actually fell into the trap of the uniform, didn't
Being
they?
terrified of each other. Have you ever seen parasites terrified of each other, like squirming along, like, you know? Lock 'em up. Lock 'em up. Lock 'em up on the floors.
Yeah, self in prison. I mean, you've actually thrown shit right in their face, haven't you, Bill?
Oh, I've done it. I've had to do it.
Yeah.
I had to do it, otherwise I'd, you know, I'd have
But
hung
why
myself.
did you pick this low way of expressing yourself? Like, you know, I mean, you could have
Well,
done
it's
it
the only
if
way,
you
like,
on
you
the
know.
canvas.
I mean, that's the last human thing, like, that comes away, isn't it? Really. I just go, yeah, have some of that. You know, have a bit of that.
Yeah, but what drove you to that depth?
Well, the screws with them, they wouldn't listen. And that's the only thing, you know, that made them go, ugh, fuck him, right, hold up. Because, you know, the next step is like, rip
Make
up,
him
like,
stop.
You know, like, kill.
That's why you did.
You make him stop, yeah, stop. And he had to, you know, that man. I mean, once I'd done him anyway, so he'd never come near me again anyway.
Yeah,
You know,
he was finished.
Oh, yeah, he was finished. He was still in the headlights. Oh, yeah, I've done his head, yeah. I mean, when he went home to his wife, he went, he had to sneak into a bath, and his wife went, you stupid cunt. You little... What, you fucking Louis?
Yeah.
Oh, he's a wally. She went, you stinking pudding. Can you imagine? Fucking horror.
Yeah.
And that's what he done to me, but I done that to him, see, I brought him down to my level, you know, which was degrading, like, you know.
Yeah, because he put you in that situation.
Yeah.
Anyway, of like, right, this is the
That's
regime
right.
that you are in.
Oh,
so
they're
you're
not
going
like
to
that.
get more whack. Yeah. But when you retaliate, in the worst possible form.
I mean, my hair used to stick up like that. It was so thick and shit. Yeah, it was really thick with shit. It was stuck up, and I used to be so embarrassed standing in front of the
You was
governor
covered in
with a
it.
blanket. They used to hold a blanket around me like that.
Yeah.
You know, the arms used to be going.
Yeah.
And I used to be going.
Yeah.
And the governor used to go.
Have you done all the dinners?
where you got the
Yeah,
sales?
yeah, remember all the
And I
dinners
used to
you
be
done, Munzer?
Oh, the right down there, I'll be going.
Bill.
What a Jamie be going.
Dr. Lowbear, well, he'd stated all the time that the security here was, you know, standard like for me. You know, so that frightened the life out of me as well. And as we drove into the gates, as I stated later on at another stage, that it wasn't the same. It was entirely different. It was a marvellous, wonderful place. And the screws didn't like it. They was asked to take their hats off and take the cuffs off me immediately. And then they was asked to leave. You know, it was all the patients here, you know, couldn't stand the uniform anyway. The patients do, you know, they get, you know, absolutely horrified of, you know, such uniforms. You know, they represent, the majority of them have been to prison anyway, for small periods, a week or two, for medical reports before they come to hospitals. Not all of them, but that's it.
Yeah, I really started to get to know Billy while he was still in prison. When he came to see me, I detected an underlying passion, painting. He was completely absorbed by and satisfied by his painting. He himself had an answer to his problems, and he really had the therapeutic instrument inside him, which only needed encouragement to make it effective. When I admitted him after the judge issued an order under the Mental Health Act, he spent all his time painting, and progress was really very dramatic, so that he was able to leave a hospital in a relatively short time, a matter of months rather than really what was envisaged, I suppose, by the court, a matter of years. And I'm glad to see that he's continuing to do well. There is now very little sign of mental illness in him, none whatsoever, as a matter of fact.
In prison, screws come in one day, Lawrence, and you know, I was actually made to pick up me piss pot. You know, and there was 2 or 3 screws about, and they said, like, if we told you to drink this, you'd drink it, you'd eat out of it. You know, to be made aware that, you know, you could actually be made to do it, you know, by another human being, and then going from that extreme into where you've just been there into that hospital. That is an experience in itself. Yeah, look, if someone gets hold of your old bill, do you understand, or puts his finger up your ass or something like that, or does something like that, you obviously, like, you know, that time or whatever, would you like it? No? Well, I didn't like it, you know. But then again, when it happens again, like, you think to yourself, you're tired, you know, by the authorities, etc., the power. And so, like, you adapt to it, you give in to it, you be humble to it. That's what I'm telling you. They didn't fuck me after the orange boxes, mate, nicking the boxes of oranges. They fucked me before that. You got it? That's what I don't like. That's what I'm bitter about. They fucked me before I even went away. Physically. By rights, I should have been some little pansy walking along the Bayswater Road, like flipping along, or something like for the rest of my life, but I wasn't. Are you with me? Whatever it was, like, you know, it changed. I don't know. I do know one thing, like, you know. I didn't like it at the time. I was very, very bitter.
Thank you very much.
But there's a thing, mate,
Yeah?
that you can get fucking nicked for.
Yeah, what for,
Right, erotic stuff.
What have I
And
done?
the stuff you painted
What
was
have I done?
erotic.
What have I done?
Big cocks and everything else,
Where?
mate.
Where?
Yeah, we slung them out the gallery.
Where?
All right, because we didn't want them hung with ours. And that's it.
Jim, you never saw one, mate.
Yeah.
Huh?
You never saw one penis.
He saw...
Oi,
No.
you're joking.
No, what you saw.
You're joking. Here, I'll
What
bring
you
my
saw.
mum down here. You
No,
don't
he
call
meant-
her a
yeah.
liar.
What you
Bill,
saw.
he's not calling you a liar.
What
He's
you
saying
saw.
that
You never
the
saw
ones
a
you
cock.
saw.
And you never saw a woman's Mickey, mate.
Oi, I don't care, Bill.
You
It
don't
was.
care. You say
It was.
Jim, there was no penis
It
ever.
was.
Jim, there was no penis
It was.
ever. Jim, listen, please, let's get something quite straight, mate. You done 3 nudes in the shower. Right,
Yes.
you had 3 big old bill hanging down.
No, there wasn't.
Jim, you had 3
No,
big
there
fucking cocks
wasn't.
hanging down that long.
No, there wasn't.
Fucking something straight on
Yeah, and
inside
how
the
was
door.
long was yours? That fucking long.
I'm gonna tell you,
eh?
mate, I don't give a fuck if it's that long. I want to do it, you're doing it.
Well, fucking do it and open your own gallery and fucking hang 'em.
Thank you very much.
That's
And
right,
that's why I'm
exactly.
not allowed to say what I want to say.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not allowed to do it.
No,
Yeah,
but
that's
can I say
right.
something? You
Well, let's
are
hear
allowed.
some fucking see some good stuff then from you.
No.
Right, that
that's
people
the
will
difference.
buy.
I don't give a fuck what people
Still
want to buy.
fucking
You
right.
don't you contradict yourself, Jim, because
I am
last
not
night you said,
contradicting
"Oh, I wanna
yourself.
do what I
I
wanna
am
do."
talking about your erotic stuff, mate. And to us, it was fucking great big cocks.
There's some
6
people-
foot
there's-
fucking long.
Yeah, some people think that's disgusting.
Yeah.
Yeah, some
Is it?
beggars.
Is
some
it? They're
beggars.
fucking ill then. All right?
Yeah,
That's all
fucking
I
right,
can
you
say.
can say that again,
yes,
baby.
yeah, they're ill.
They're not ill looking at my fucking stuff,
Yes,
then.
it wasn't like that.
Nah.
That's right.
They're ill looking at that. They've got to be fucking mad. They've got to be ill, mate.
Yeah.
They can't understand. I'm not allowed to do what I want to do. I'm not allowed to do fucking arseholes.
You're right.
No, I'm
Not
going
in
to
our
do what
gallery.
people...
Not in our gallery.
Thank you very much.
Right?
Well, Jim...
Because we know you're a fucking good artist, right? And the crap you fucking paint, right, the subject is fucking nothing. You can't say one thing about it, so where's your art? Something you can't talk about.
Yeah.
I know the French. So cold.
Tell us about it, show
I mean, for my particular taste, I would think they're a bit too bold and perhaps a bit harsh. But there's lots that I like. But I mean, liking a picture and the idea of being an artist is to sell them, and whether I'd actually buy that one or one of them is something else.
How much would you actually sell the picture for?
Well, I think you can have it for £50.
Yeah?
Which is quite reasonable for the size of the canvas alone and etc. the work that's gone into it.
It's a month. He is a month.
I had a granddaughter of myself.
Do you?
Yeah, I got 2 more coming.
And everyone
Hello, the corner behind the bush, looking for Henry